Morning, good morning, good morning. See, the thing about um, starting my live stream is I'm the boss and I can start it anytime I want, so I'm never late. Morning, Kevin. Morning, Junkyard. So, I see one of your neighboring states there, Junkyard, had a state trooper almost killed the other night. He was parked with his flashers on and some truck hit him. It is 74 degrees in the big city right now. Um, I had to put on, a coat yesterday and blankets and stuff because we had a cool down. It was like 96 degrees and it rained and it dropped down to 94. Thought I was going to die of pneumonia. Omaha, Nebraska. That's out by your neighborhood someplace, isn't it? Oh, so now you want to come see me, kitty kitty. Get down. Lay down. Okay. He probably is. Well, how far is Nebraska from you? I don't know. I don't have a map handy. I don't have a globe handy. Not much, Keita. What's up with you? Halfway to Canada? Well, it's closer to you than it is to me. I got everything moved out of one storage unit. I got to go. There's some trash in it, some cardboard boxes and stuff like that. I got to break down and sweep out, and then I'm moving out of Tampa. Why are they moving out of Tampa? Then I'll be down to one storage unit. Yeah. Well, You'll have that, I guess. Well, they're going to have the same problem there. The weather, the traffic, and the cost. Well, they're starting to put out the state flower in Michigan right now. Orange barrels. They do all sorts of road construction. They just don't do it right or efficient. Good morning, Arizona. How are you doing this fine Wednesday morning? I bet they do. I'm finer than frogs here, split four ways. Kind of hot last night. Slept like a stuck pig, so when I got up, I took a shower and I shaved Monday. That helped a little bit. We haven't cooked in the house since I think Saturday night. It's too damn hot to cook. Well, thank you. Um, Sunday, I bought a bunch of turkey and chicken and ham and stuff, deli meat, and we had sandwiches plus a salad if you wanted. Sunday night. Let's see. I think Monday, me and Kathy went to the Chinese restaurant, and then no, yeah, and then Tuesday, yesterday, we went to Culver's and got a burger. I know. That's what I'm saying. A haircut will cool you off. We all realize it's 100 degrees in Arizona, but it's a dry heat. Humidity is what kills you around here in Michigan. Oh yeah. Oh, and he thinks there would be government-run grocery stores and everything else, and the government should hand out everything to everybody. He gets his way, New York City will be bankrupt. Well, they probably already are, but they'll be bankrupt within a year. It is going that well. It's already been there, junkyard. It's just right now scraping bottom. I bought some steaks yesterday. I was going to grill out yesterday, and it was just too damn hot. But no, I don't think I'm going to grill out. It does sound good. Might buy this. This is that flash food. Look at the price on it. $8.37. And that's a beef top round roast boneless. And then here's this one. This is a certified Angus beef round roast. And it is $10.18. I'll have to see if she wants any more. I bought a couple of London broils yesterday, 4 steaks, eggs, biscuits, and gravy. Eating high on the hog. It is a good price. It's it's on special because you got it. It's ready to. It has to be sold that day, or they have to throw it out. So either you use it, or you put it in the freezer. Fortunately, I've got an abundance of Ziploc bags, so you know if we're not going to use it, it gets put in the freezer. So, I'm trying to get enough beef in the refrigerator or the freezer, so this winter, you know, we're all set. Now, the London broils I bought, they were like 3 pounds a piece. And those, I don't know if you ever had a London broil, but you cook it in a frying pan. That's how I did it with butter. And then when you are done, you don't want to cook it, well, like a medium well or medium. And then when you to make it a London broil, it's the way you slice it, and you slice it into thin strips. There you go. Taking the wifey with you? Well, look at that. You know, most wives would love to go to Paris, and you just take your wife to Paris on a whim. I remember watching the Bradshaws, and he told his wife, he said, "Where do you want to go?" She said, "I'd love to go to Paris." He said, "To Paris it is." They got into a jet and flew to Paris, Texas. I bought some diced prosciutto, the other day. I've never had prosciutto, but I've seen it on the cooking channels 150,000 times. And so I bought some diced prosciutto, and it is actually pretty good stuff, man. It's pretty close to bacon. It's not, but it's pretty close to bacon. I mean, bacon still has, the number one spot. Oh. I bought a bunch of um, top round roast um, and chuck roast last week, and that's what I originally had planned for dinner. Monday night was a roast. I was going to put it in the crock pot, but it just I'm not trying to even. I don't even want to turn the toaster on in the house. Um, the house is pretty comfortable, but you start heating it up, and then it isn't. The other night it was like 83 or 84 in here, um, but it was almost 100, or it was close. It was close to being 100 outside at the time, and these air conditioners just could not keep up. Prosciutto, it's a long drawn out process to make it. It takes like a year, and then when they're done making it, they cut like half an inch of it off all the way around because it ain't no good. Sort of like a wheel of cheese that's all covered with mold. They cut the mold off underneath the cheese, and then sell the other part to the pharmaceuticals for penicillin. Allegedly, I can neither confirm nor deny. I ordered uh, I ordered batteries for my little four-wheel scooter the other day. They're supposed to be here on the 30th, which I'll be glad. We have a At the fairgrounds. They got a car show, and I want to go to the car show. I mean, it's just I can't walk like that to see everything. So I'd rather try. I got the scooter, put batteries in the scooter so I can do that. I'd love to go to the car show and look at all them cars, but hell, even to park your car, you still got 200 yards to walk, and then after you walk the 200 yards, you got the entire car show to walk, and it's just too much, and I'd never be able to do it. Oh, I didn't see you here, Ron. I'm sorry. Good morning, Ron. I just had to put you on chat, and then I enlarged it so I could see everybody that was chatting. So, anybody do anything important yesterday? Anybody solve any world problems? I see our illustrious President Donald J. Trump was at NATO and called all them cheap asses right to their face. Do you know, I seen this yesterday, Mayor Bass in California. Now this is how crooked, this is how stupid people are. Mayor Bass in California was the leader of a group called M19. M19 had two people that bombed the Capitol building back in 1983. And then, who was it? One of the presidents pardoned them. Bill Clinton, regarding the 1983 bombing, commuted the sentence of several individuals involved in the 1983 Senate bombing, which was carried out by a group called Armed Resistance Unit Protest. Linda Sue Evans and Susan L. Rosenberg, they had their sentences commuted after being convicted of charges related to possession of explosives and weapons intended for political attacks. But they were in the group of M19, which Karen Bass, I believe that's her real name. Yeah, Gaddafi. Yeah, California. That's where that one mayor's from. But she was the ringleader. And now they went and made her mayor. Isn't that something? Did you see that Cub Cadet I sent you? A guy took a Cub Cadet, cut the front end off of it, and then he mounted a yard trailer to the back part of it that for the for grass clippings. And the yard trailer doesn't dump or anything. It has a conveyor in the bottom of it, so you back up to your compost pile and conveyor it off. Huh. Well, that figures. I don't know. I just seen it. Good morning, gorgeous. I figured you might be interested in it because it's something unique. Have you tried shutting your phone down completely and then restarting it? Because maybe or look for updates on your phone. All right, there, Cornbread. You have yourself a great day. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it immensely. Or maybe you ought to take it to that buy here, pay here place where you got it from, and have them work on it. Oh, that's right. The Obama phones aren't buy here, pay here. I'm sorry. Yeah, because you only pay for what you need. Shots, everybody, shots. Shots, everybody, shots. Shots, everybody, shots. Um, it's Water Glass Wednesday. 4 shots. It's all yours, yeah. I would look for updates on that or shut it off completely and then restart it. Because it needs to probably update. That's why you're not getting your Facebook things unless you text it to you. I'm back. Well, get you a new phone. I mean, you just sold a bunch of Cub Cadets the other day, or some high dollar Cub Cadets. Go out and buy yourself a new phone. You know, because well, you got one of them track phones, don't you? Go to a real subscriber and get a real phone. Hey, go to go to Consumer Cellular and tell them I sent you. Or turn off the AI. Well, then I guess you're going to have to do one thing or the other. Quit complaining because you can't get your post, or buy a new phone or a new carrier. See, Consumer Cellular, handy dandy phone, or you can get yourself a regular phone with Consumer Cellular. I have two phones. One's with Xfinity, and the contract I think runs out this summer. And when it does, I'm not renewing the contract. I will get a second line with Consumer Cellular for my other number, but I'm not. I send you stuff I think you are um, interested in, but if you don't want me to, I won't send you another goddamn thing again. So you just tell me, big boy. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. Sorry. Yeah. See if this works for you. How's that working for you? I'd like to send you some of the stuff I send to Junkyard, but you keep telling me you can't get it. So, not much there, Dale. What's going on with you? It's probably them TD pictures. No, I send him John Deere stuff and Cub Cadet stuff. I don't know if he's getting the same Facebook stuff that I get because of his, location. So I love that old tandem axle pickup that you did a short video on the other day. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, they do. The person that leaked it had to be, arrested for treason. It looked pretty cool. I wasn't a fan of the open floorboards though. I I seen one down. Where was I? Um, it was in Ohio. I think Glenn Ford was not Glenn Ford. Um, one of the astronauts was from down there. I can't. It's got a weird name for Ohio for a city. Yeah, they are. I seen the kits, but they're like $15,000 for the kit. Wapakoneta. I seen it down in Wapakoneta. That's what it was. Um, when I was working for the garbage company, I had to go down that way and follow. I had to take a truck down that way, and then we stopped at a McDonald's or whatever, and there was one sitting there in the parking lot. But this was 25 years ago, at least. Yeah, Armstrong. Yeah, I couldn't remember the name. Yeah, but I knew it was a weird city name. So, and then I figured that Wapakoneta. Yeah. I almost said Chuck Yeager, but he broke the sound barrier. But okay. Do not attempt to adjust your set. There we go. Oh yeah, yeah. Now you can buy the kit, or they can build it for you. It's dramatically more expensive if they build it for you. Anyways, I've been looking for batteries for that scooter. I found them on Amazon. Um, but it's a weird size. The dimensions are weird. So I wanted to go with a 35 amp or bigger, but every 35 amp that I've seen was an inch too wide or too thick, and a half an inch too tall. Because these batteries they sit in uh, a case and they wouldn't fit. But I ended up getting 22 amp hour, I think it is. That's the only ones I could find that would fit. Our granddaughter, she bought um, a um, 2007 Jeep Patriot yesterday. Her parents took her to Greg Bell Chevrolet, and she bought herself a 2007 um, Jeep Patriot. Nice, nice little vehicle. It has 167,000 miles on it. One little rust spot on it, which isn't true, and a couple of dings. But I guess it looks nice on the inside. I just seen it from. I was on concrete, sitting in a chair when they drove up with it, but it looks nice, and I'm happy for her. I think she's very smart, level-headed. She is going to get a job to pay off the loan on it, so I think she did good. Well, I want to put batteries on it or in it so I can go to the car show over here at the fairgrounds. It's just too much walking. I'd never be able to walk, uh, the entire car show. 2014. I'm sorry. Good morning, Kathy. You're looking lovely as ever. It is a 2014. I thought it was a 2007. That's the car right there she bought. Nice little vehicle. Yeah. Well, I was looking at it last night and I thought it said 2007. I'm sorry. Yeah, but you never can tell. New York might be so damn tired of these Democratic mayors, they might vote in a Republican this time. He's on Fox and Friends. Was he running for re-election? As an independent? Good morning, Dan. Light rain in the afternoon. They said we was going to have light rain yesterday too, but it rained so hard the cars got all washed. You take a week off, yeah. Well, you know the weather you had last week is going to be the same next week, so I'll see you in 2 weeks. Oh, hot. Yeah, it's just hot here. Yeah. Well, like I said, I had to put on a parka and a blanket yesterday because the temperature dropped 2 degrees when it started raining. And then it quickly picked right back up again. And you couldn't even tell it rained as hard as it rained yesterday. You couldn't even tell it rained as soon as it quit raining because everything dried like that, right up. Yeah. A half hour after it rained, everything was dry. Dry as a popcorn fart. You're right. We got a monsoon twice, 2 different times. I went outside about 4:30, I guess, yesterday afternoon, and it was cloudy out. You couldn't see no sun, but it was still smoking hot. All right, everybody, it's time for me to get out of here. Y'all have a great day. God bless. Take care. Prayers and peace. And I will see you tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard if you're so inclined to join me. Have a blessed day, everybody, and take care. Love you too.